Lana from girlteachme.com. I wanted to share a little bit about what it was like to do a debt-free scream on the Dave Ramsey Show. We did it about 2 years ago when we paid off $80,000 in 2.5 years. I posted a video last week that I will link right here. The 5 top tips that I would give to pay off debt really fast. And it's actually a little bit of our story and how we paid off that amount of money in that amount of time. I'm gonna post the whole debt-free scream within this video. It was surreal doing the debt-free scream as a family because personally I've listened to the Dave Ramsey Show so many times. It's honestly how I've learned a ton. It's how I stayed motivated to pay off debt. Just hearing stories of how people had paid off hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of debt really helped me see that paying off $80,000 worth of student debt was totally possible. So I would highly recommend that show if you haven't already watched it. But if you're watching this video, I'm guessing you have watched that show and you know what the debt-free scream is. But it's just so motivating to hear people reach that milestone in their lives and pay off all of their debt. Sometimes they've even paid off their house, which is just really incredible and super inspiring. It was such a fun way to celebrate with our friends and family and to just really recognize that milestone that we had pushed for so long. So I'd highly recommend that you apply to do it if you have paid off your debt. So before we jump into the debt-free scream, I hope that you will go ahead and hit subscribe. Go ahead and click that bell so you can be notified when I make a new video each week, which is normally on new motherhood, real food, and create a peaceful home for the people that you love. And I hope you enjoy this debt-free scream.
In the lobby of Ramsey Solutions, Matthew and Lena are on the debt-free stage. Hey guys, how are ya?
Hey Dave.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Where do you guys live?
We live in Knoxville.
All right, good. Love it, welcome. So all the way over here to Nashville to do a debt-free scream.
Yes, sir.
And how much have you paid off?
$80,000.
Good for you. And how long did this take?
2.5 years, while also cash flowing, having a baby, doing HVAC repairs, a repair to a basement for safety, and a water heater.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, that's how that works. And your range of income during that 2.5 years?
Started at 60, worked all the way up to 130.
Wow, what do you guys do?
I'm a physical therapist, and my wife is the hardest worker in the family. She stays home with the kids.
Got it. Cool. How many kids?
I got 3.
Oh, and they're with you. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll introduce them in a little while. All right, good. So the $80,000 in debt, what was it?
Physical therapy school loans.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's it? All student loans?
Yep.
All student loans.
How long you guys been married?
Almost 8 years now.
Yeah.
So
wow.
what happened 2.5 years ago set you on fire for this?
Oh, man. I looked at the interest and saw that we were losing a cup of coffee a day just to burn into money. And then just we wanted to change our kids' lives. And we want to leave a legacy to them. And just seeing that and wanting to do that. And just got tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how'd the conversation come up? What happened?
Well, I mean, we had read your book when we first got married, and you know, we were really frugal in PT school, and it would have been a lot more. So I feel like that really helped us. But then we kind of looked around and we were like, wow, this is going to take us forever making what we're making if we don't just make some kind of changes. And so we just started praying and asking the Lord, and somebody introduced him to a different type of physical therapy that paid a lot more. And we're like, wow, I think we should do it, but it's commission-based. So that was a big jump for us. Like, okay, if you don't have patients, you don't get paid. But if you do a lot of patients, you get paid a lot. And so, I mean, he just worked his tail off, and we just got on the same page. And
all right, yeah, I do a visit a day, really, that I didn't want to do, and we would call that our Dave visit.
Yeah, sorry, okay. Dave, but
that's all right. Game on, man. That's a hustle and grind. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you sat down, you said a cup of coffee a day is burning, and we kind of know this stuff, but we really gonna have to get serious about it. Then so what? You took the new job, and then what'd you start doing with the money stuff?
Well, I got to pay honor to my grandfather here, Julian, in Winchester. That's where I grew up. He planted a seed of you, listening to you when I go to baseball practice, and so we knew where to turn. We sat down, we made a budget, and we stuck to it. And
we took FPU, and we started coordinating FPU.
Oh, wow.
And that kept us really accountable, because you can't tell all these other people to do something you're not doing.
Exactly.
So we kind of had to lead the way. And that kept us, I think, just having some public accountability, really helped us a lot.
Yeah, and we would, my wife, we were in the video where you have the chains on you.
Yeah.
My wife was like, we should have our own chains. So we made these paper machete chains.
Yeah.
And every $1,000 we would cut it.
Yeah.
And it was hard to look at that every day out the door is motivation.
Yeah.
But it was also really fun to snip
Make
a chain.
you do that extra visit. Yeah.
It would make me do it.
Yeah. Very, very cool. So you literally are a financial peace grandbaby.
That would be right.
We've had some financial peace babies, lots of them on the air. Not many financial peace grandbabies. I met your grandpa at one of the breaks, and he has one of the original financial peace books when I very first wrote it back in 1992. He brought it in for me to sign today, and so this is truly a legacy situation.
Yeah, that's my father. My grandfather's in Winchester.
Okay, well your father's in Winchester too, then.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool. He's in Winchester right now, you mean? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. So I met your dad then. He brought the old books in.
Yeah,
Okay.
original book right there.
Okay, yeah, it's the original. It really is what started this whole thing.
That's awesome.
Wow, you guys. Well, congratulations. Okay, you're coordinators. You're a success. You paid off $80,000 in debt. Nobody can argue with you. You did it.
Mm-hmm.
So when somebody says, how do you do this? What do you tell them?
Oh, man. I tell them that, one, you have to get on the same page. I think you have to know your why. Like, our why was we wanted to do so many things in our life, and we just felt like we couldn't do them being in debt. So we had to keep our why in the forefront. Reconciling with every dollar was huge for me. I'm like a big fan of that, because when I have to come face to face with my spending, when I have to say, oh, I went rogue at Target, and I really have to apologize to you.
Rogue at Target.
Oh, yeah, baby. Rogue
I love
at
that
Target.
phrase. Rogue at Target will kill your butt.
Oh, man, a lot of women probably feel me on that. You know, we had to be real with one another, and it brought us closer because there was, we just had to be so unified. So I think that was a huge part of getting out of debt.
Yeah, he's taking an extra case. You're going rogue at Target. That ain't going to work.
He's like, listen, Target, I don't know.
Right. Oh, yeah. You you hear it all the time. The marriage is just get a ton better. I feel like we went from walking together, then running together, then holding hands, and then now just arms locked together in this thing.
Yeah.
So it's just been incredible.
Yeah, it's been good.
Marriage training.
Very cool. Very cool. Good for you guys.
Thank you.
So how's it feel now that you did it?
Oh, it's awesome.
Good.
It's awesome. We're just we know this is the step, like baby steps. We know we see those kids, and we know that their lives are going to be changed. And so we're thankful for my grandfather, the seeds he planted, and my dad, and just going down to them. So it feels just incredible to have that.
Well, and I think when you do something hard too, it gives you confidence to go out and do other hard things.
It does.
So I'm actually, like, in hindsight, grateful that the Lord led us through
Especially
this
doing
journey.
them together.
Yeah,
Do hard things together.
True.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. It prepares you for all kinds of cool stuff in the future.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Well done, you guys.
Thank you.
Very well done. Who are your biggest cheerleaders?
Oh, man. Well, our family.
Yeah.
A lot of them are here, and my grandparents, especially Julie and my grandfather.
And
our
shout
church.
out to the Blonde Budget on Instagram. She was always cheering us on, and she was awesome.
Yeah, it's called the digital age, just getting a ton of people around you. And our church family was massive, and, people cutting the chains with us. And so absolutely all that.
It's been incredible.
Cool. Way to go, you guys.
Thank
We're
you.
very, very proud of you.
Thank you.
This is so neat. And I know your grandpa's proud of you, and I know your dad's proud of you. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. It's got to feel good.
It does.
It's got to feel good. And those kiddos. All right, bring the kiddos into the picture.
Let's go, guys.
Let's get an introduction for the debt-free scream. What are their names and ages?
This is Eli. He's 5. This is Luke. He's 3. And this is Nola. She is 1.5.
Nola found her voice we heard a while ago.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
awesome, yeah. That's fun. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
All right, Matthew and Lena, we got a copy of Chris Hogan's book for you, Everyday Millionaires. That's the next chapter in your story. And someday we'll be talking to your kids as they continue your grandpa's legacy on through this whole process. Good stuff. Matthew and Lena, Knoxville, Tennessee, $80,000 paid off in 2.5 years, making $60,000 to $130,000. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
Okay, y'all ready? Let's go.
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
We're debt-free! I love it! Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. That's fun. You want to change your family tree? I never thought when I started this show that I'd be doing this 30 years later, and I would be talking to a young man whose grandpa turned on my radio show when he was a little character going to baseball practice. And I'm now looking at his little kids. Wow. That's a legacy right there. That is you guys are a family tree that has really, really been changed. And that's what happens when God's ways of doing things intersect a family and they buy in on it. Oh yeah, there's some ebbs and flows, some bumps and bruises along the way, but there's an old blue 1992 financial peace book out there in that dad's hands right now. And that's not bragging on me. That's this family are heroes. Look at what they have done. Look what this grandpa did, what this dad and mom did, and now what Matthew and Lena are doing. Absolutely incredible stuff. That is inspiring. Hey, why don't you be that grandpa or that dad and mom or that Matthew and Lena? Somebody's got to do it. It might as well be you. This is the Dave Ramsey Show.
So thanks so much for watching our debt-free scream. I hope you'll go ahead and hit subscribe, click that bell so you can be notified when I make a new video each week. And as I like to say here at Girl Teach Me, if there's something you really want to learn how to do, find a woman that you really respect and say, hey, girl, teach me.